Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 52 of the Frisky Whiskey.
It's a big 5-2.
It's catching up to me. Big 5-2, I know.
It's catching up to me.
We're slowly working up. We're slowly working up it. And, you know, for those of you watching on the YouTubes, you'll notice a very familiar box that we have in front of us. For those of you listening, we are back at Scotch in the Box, Part 5.
The tour continues.
The tour is continuing.
And this is going to be a good tour. Now, you've done some research.
Well, like the last time I did the selection.
You read your white papers.
I did.
And you got some stuff going on here.
Yeah.
But I like what I'm seeing with the numbers because I see a pattern.
Okay.
The 555.
Yeah, yep.
You know, I feel like it's like
so
a show.
There's so when I was kind of going through it, I was like, all right, what do we have left? We're down to, you know, we have 4 of these left, right, including today's. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what? Let's try to pull something that's unique that we haven't really done, which in this case was an age of 5 year, and they all come from Speyside.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
So the idea behind that is, I think, pretty obvious. They're all the same 92
region.
proof.
Yeah.
They're the same region. They're all 5 years.
Okay.
Now, the one thing that's really cool about these 3 different ones that we're doing is their price points vary greatly.
And I'm excited about these price points because they're all good to me.
Yeah. So,
especially one.
Now, you know, I was able to find some stuff about, you know, the Benrinnes, the number 16 that we're going to be doing. I was able to find some info about that one. I was kind of able to find some stuff on Linkwood, not a ton. And then the Tormore was a very confusing path of research because nothing
took you to places that you don't belong. Probably.
Well, so the funny thing is when I was looking up the Tormore, which will be our last one, right, it kept being like Tormore, Glenlivet, 5 year. And I was like, it's got to be that one because everything was pointing to it. And remember, they don't tell you the specifics of the whiskey. They give you the age, they give you the distillery, they give you the proof, the region, but they don't really give you much more than that. So, I say with that, we get dug into number 16
and now, you know,
on our list.
But people can't see the colors that I'm seeing right now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when I say that, I want...
you can't really hold it up and see it.
Yeah, I mean, these bottles are small. We got the airplane bottles going from this thing, which is cool. I mean, they're very cool. I mean, I'm not knocking this thing. But if you see what we're looking at, maybe when you guys scroll into it, stretch it out, you know...
Yeah.
Blow it up. You see the year. They're all the same year, all from the same region, but the colors, this one's very light. And this is the first one we're trying.
Yep.
So
Yep. And like, seriously, it's like, it's blonde. It's very light.
Yeah, it's very blonde.
It's a very light one. In fact, this might actually be one of the lightest ones that we've tried out of this pack, I think.
And now, what was the price point on this one again?
So this one is a whopping $50.
$50, which look, that to me is a good price for a nice bottle of whiskey. So I'm looking at the nose, the palate, and the finish. Yep. So the nose is sweet, herbal, and oily. Mm-hmm. All right, the palate's going to have some fruit and spice.
Yep.
And then the finish is going to be a long, satisfying finish with a hint of sandalwood.
You know, I actually liked the description on this one because I was like, it's straight and to the point. It doesn't have all this crazy stuff. Now,
yeah, and we've heard
granted, we tend to make fun of this stuff, and it could just be that our palates suck, and so we're not really pulling out anything. But some of it is a little bit crazy.
If someone out there can actually tell me what hints of maritime iodine would actually taste like in your drink, call me. Come to my house. I want to meet you face to face.
We're going to drink some of it together.
It's like, that's the craziest thing. But, yes, this is very simple. And
this smells nice. It's sweet. It's very herbal.
Yeah, herbal. Not about oily, but, you know.
Yeah, herbal. I'm trying to figure out how that would be. I guess, like...
I mean, what, do we go smell? Like, which oil do we smell? Like, do we get, like, a thing of, like, olive oil. You smell it.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. It's more of like the
sensations
rather than the actual smell. I don't know.
All right.
I will say that the legs on it are actually pretty good. It's sticking to the glass pretty well. But yeah, it's nice. It's sweet. There's a small,
really nice legs. Yeah.
small hint of peat, like super light.
You going in?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Ooh, that's nice. So, like, I don't know about you, but it's almost like the beginning, the flavor wasn't there. Like, my tongue was like, what is this? And it, like, didn't taste anything.
You know...
And then it suddenly came through.
That finish, which apparently is sandalwood, I mean, I like it. I mean, I have to admit,
like this finish, though.
I like the finish. I have to admit, like, I'm not sure if I really know what sandalwood tastes like. You know, I mean, I know what it smells like. It's an incense. You know, I've seen that.
I think that's kind of what they're going for.
Maybe like you get that sensation of that scent.
Well, yeah, because you breathe through your nose when you're drinking whiskey, so maybe it's like you get the sandalwood in the finish. So for me, like as soon as you take it and it hits your tongue, there's not really a flavor until you actually like swallow it, and then suddenly you get fruit on the side of the tongue.
Spice,
and it's like tingly kind of spice.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. It was tingly.
It's like a tingly spice. It's really nice. This is actually really nice. And then the finish is really long. Like
it says it's
now,
it's hanging.
I can still feel it on the side of my tongue. That fruit flavor, and then like the tingles just a little bit there. That's really nice. This is good.
If you could find this for $50, I highly recommend this.
Yeah, this is actually pretty cool.
Scotch drinker. This is a single malt.
Yep, all of them are single malts.
Single malts, that's right. Well, this is tasty. Mm-hmm. Well, I like this, man.
Yeah, this is really good.
I should pull out some cigars for tonight.
Yeah, why not?
I don't want to get up.
Pick it in your head and then just say what you're going to do.
No, I think like even those little cigarettos we get from my guy in Lake Worth, that would be good. I mean, this is a nice cigar, chill out Scotch. This is really tasty.
Yeah, and it's not. I know the proofing, like this one, I actually think you can tell it's 92.
Yeah,
which is weird because it's lighter than the others, and most of the Scotches that we've had, I don't believe, like it hasn't given that 92 proof kind of heat.
Yeah,
right. Not saying that 92 proof is hot, but like it hasn't done that. Any of them. Usually it's really smooth, but this one has a little bit.
I like
the
name of the cask.
The Hogshead.
Hogshead.
Yeah.
Like,
that was actually, you know what's funny is when I selected them, I thought that I read it as being just a barrel because the other two are the exact same barrel, same cask. I was trying to do all three with like really matching things.
Hogshead, all three Hogsheads?
No, the other two are barrels.
Oh, the barrels. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, I see what you're
They're called
saying.
barrel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
This one's a Hogshead.
Okay.
So. But yeah, no, this is a really, really good whiskey, and $50 is like no joke. For this, and I actually think it's a little bit less. I think I rounded up to 50 because I was seeing the price range all over the place.
Close enough.
But the cheapest I saw it was like 44 and some change.
Could you get it locally here?
I did not try to look for it local.
Just curious, if it,
But I mean, I recognized the name. I recognized the logo, so there's a potential that I've seen it at either Total Wine or ABC or something.
Well, I didn't research this. I don't know what the logo looks like, and.
Well, you can save we're obviously saving this, so just save it, and then when we're done, like pop it in. It pulls right up.
Yeah,
when you type in that distillery, it pulls right up.
I love when that happens. I hate when you have to search for these things, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how I was able to at least find some stuff.
Right. All right. So let's move into the ice phase of the 5-year-old number 16. Mm-hmm. It's like a show 555. Oh, where's the ice?
Right there.
It's right there. I'll let you go first, sir.
Oh, there goes
So, I've been mentioning to our people out there in our audience, the people in the audience. The people, that, I've been busy. That's why we pulled back on some shows, and I've been really busy and doing adult stuff now.
Doing adult things.
And I'm not totally, did we tell anybody last time yet? So I'm not going to go into it just yet. I'm not ready to fully go into it just yet.
You haven't mentioned anything other than we were both moving and shaking.
Okay, so the moving and shaking like crazy right now for me. And part of what I was doing, there's a transition, right? Mm-hmm. And you have to call, utilities and other services.
Yes.
And during a transition as such that I'm doing, it's not to be a full-blown brand new. It's to be I want the same account, want the same thing.
Yeah.
Nothing to change. And when you call all these places, they'll have these automated systems.
I hate the automated systems so much.
I'm venting about this because it drove me crazy for about 2 days.
Yeah.
All the ones I had to go through. Now, of all the ones I went through, I'm going to call this out. Well, actually, it's a local electric company. Okay? I don't know how many local electric companies are in this area, but I had to call one of them to transfer service. And because you called from the phone that you live in with your other accounts with them, they start trying to attach things to your house. And there's no automated system for what we were actually doing. It doesn't know how to handle my question. And then, like, every time I ask for customer service, that is not available yet. I'm like, what the dude? I go through, like, all this craziness. And they kept trying to, because I was, paranoid, they're going to turn the service off at my house.
And then put it up. Put it at the other place.
That's how it was going, in my opinion. I was sitting in this office, and I'm quite sure the people I was in the building with heard me screaming and yelling, cursing as much as I could at this non-existent person.
Yes,
system.
the robot, the machine.
Yeah, the machine. If there was AI, it was failing miserably, in my opinion.
The Turing test failed with this one.
Yeah. Well, before I talk anymore, but I'm just venting my frustration, especially that one of all of them. That was the one that really got me. But they all sucked.
So the nose is still pretty solid.
Yeah.
That slight peatiness went away. I like it though. It's still sweet.
Yeah, I'm going in.
Mm-hmm.
That's really not bad.
I like that.
I like it. I'm trying to think which one I like more right now because this is actually really good. Wow.
So all the fruitiness just it kind of dulled slightly, but not a lot, and then the spice stuck around, but it's more prominent at the front of the flavor, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So you get it more up front rather than it being this weird gap in flavor.
I want to give it a second because I had that one hit and stayed for a long time. I want to see if that happens here too. I feel like it's going to lose its longevity. Is what we're losing it with ice. I feel like it lost that longevity.
Oh, mine's still cooking.
Something's knocking.
Yep.
That damn ghost Johnny losing my hat. Flicks the light on once in a while. He likes to play. I told you about this place.
Yes.
You know my story, right?
Yeah.
I've shared it with people before.
It's a good Halloween story. It's
a great Halloween
for the next time. Maybe
you really was. How do you know it wasn't?
You don't.
They were all over the place in the 50s. In case you new listeners out there, which I know you're just,
Good luck.
Yeah, right. But my house was built on an old tuberculosis hospital back in the 1950s. No.
This one house was a tuberculosis
hospital.
Yes, this one house. They just demolished it.
Yeah, demolished it, like Poltergeist.
Yeah.
And this boy Johnny lives up in my attic.
Yeah. No. Yeah, okay. Anyways, so continue on your automation.
So yeah, it's just that
insanity.
one, but they all were just nuts. Some of them were a little bit easier. Apparently, they're getting, I hate to say the word smarter, but they're making it harder for you to get to an actual agent. They want this automation thing to do everything before you actually talk to somebody.
Yeah.
But it's like, sometimes it's like there's nothing that we can talk about.
Yeah.
And you just got to get me to customer service.
Don't they have like a business account level line that you could have called? Same thing?
No.
Oh, it's just like everybody gets the same thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter because I called from my phone.
No. I'm just saying.
No.
I get what you're saying.
I did call the business.
I think it goes, oh, you're calling from this, blah, blah, blah. What can we do?
Phone. Here's your account. Would you like your balance? No.
Would you like this? No. What can I help you with? Transfer service. We'll transfer your
your
service for this address.
Yes.
Like, no.
Hang up. Or try this all over again.
God, no.
Customer service. You cannot do that now.
Person.
What do you want to do?
Person. Human.
Kill you, stab you in the heart, in the neck. Yeah. It's like
the robots are taking over.
They are. The whole Cyberdyne. Terminator was something that was a warning. That movie was a warning. We just didn't heed it.
Yeah.
We just never heeded it because they kept making the movie. That's what that ruined the message.
Yeah.
After what, the third or fourth one, fifth one, it got out of hand.
Yeah. Where are we now?
I don't know.
Like 8?
Now even the robot's old. He's
even the robot, he's aged. He's like, man, I've been here too long.
Right.
every like 10 years, you guys pull me in.
He's using a leg as a crane, a cane.
He's on a walker,
right?
With shotguns built into it. Like,
It's good. It's crazy, man. All right, so I think we move on. Oh, you didn't finish. I'm ahead of you.
No, you still have something to go. What are you doing, man? Come on. Come on. It's just pleasant.
But it was a good week being an adult this week. Had some fun, had some goofiness, had some stuff that only I would do.
That makes sense.
And
you know what's funny is you say that, and I actually understand that.
Oh, well, you know the whole story, too.
Yeah.
So,
well, even if you didn't.
Actually, do you remember Pee-wee's Playhouse? They always had the word of the day.
Yeah.
You know what the word of the day is?
What's the word of the day?
Chalk box string. Chalk box string.
A chalk string box.
Chalk string box. That's
chalk string box.
That is the word of the day.
You know,
that's so funny. I'm sure there's a lot of people laughing at me, or at least a story being told about me, which I'm okay with that because I want people to laugh. It was so funny.
You know, when we were talking earlier and you brought that up, I was so happy that my friend is in an industry now that is totally not ready for him. I'm just saying, there is just a ball of chaos coming straight for everybody, and no one knows.
Yeah, no, this industry's going to change. Things will never be the same. Now I know where these factories are. I'm getting back there. Like today, I had to go back to a factory where they actually make this stuff, man. So it's actually really cool watching that. And I was telling you, they had that device, man. So they had this thing where they pick up these mounds, these pallets of bricks, and they just perfectly. So robot arm, the Terminator, the Cyberdyne thing. Yeah, obviously, I can see that taking over and killing us easily. I think it would choke you out,
just pick you up and spin you around really fast.
But this is cool, and it was so controlled. That's what I was so impressed with this thing. It wasn't like like a crane where things kind of sway. You gotta have two guys. This thing was like dead on. Doesn't freaking move, man.
I like that.
And I was a little worried about
solid.
A little worried about my new baby. So. Yeah. But no, that was good. That's why I got it. Ultimately.
I mean, it's going to be a work truck, and you're going to get a ding on it. You're going to be so upset, and then you're going to get like 1,000 more, and you're not going to care anymore.
Right.
That's the way it works.
But because my car is black, and I have this craziness with OCD and clean. I used to have a black car once before, and I loved it. But my OCD could not handle the amount of dirt that you could see in a black car. So I actually had to sign up for the ultimate wash program.
Eventually, it's not going to matter.
And if it doesn't matter, I can cancel anytime, they say.
The only thing left normal in your truck will be the rhino lining.
Right. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, man. Pretty much. That rhino lining is pretty awesome, though, man.
I know, right?
Yeah, that stuff is pretty cool. Yeah. And it looks good, too.
Yeah, it does.
It has that good look to it.
Yeah. Textured and fancy.
Mm-hmm. All right, so,
you need to rinse out. And
rinse.
Are we doing the yeet thing?
What thing?
Are we doing the yeet thing?
The
yeet?
Opa! There you go. A little Greek.
We're celebration or something.
Send him to the Greek.
All right, so next up.
Which number here? I don't want to mess this whole thing up.
We're doing number 14 next.
So we're actually going, so we're going 16, 14, 8.
Yes.
Okay. With a 5.
Yes. So.
There's a message in here somewhere.
14.
I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know if you got to play some numbers that come out of these, like in your lotto.
Well, think of all the numbers and the colors of the rainbow, and then divide by 16, and you'll get 8. That's how it works. So this one, this is the Linkwood.
Linkwood.
This is actually the darkest one I think we've ever had. Like, I'm serious. Like, out of all of the ones, everything is usually really blonde. Okay. So this one is from Linkwood. This is a 5-year. Again, 92 proof. Same from Speyside. It's a 5-year. Now, this one, I want you to go ahead and kick off our nose, palate, and finish.
Okay. All right, so it's a barrel cask, as we talked about before, and I was excited about the Hogshead. So we have a nose of Rancio? Raisins. Rancio? Raisins. Okay, we'll start over here. Rancio, raisins, white wine, white grapes, cinnamon, oak, malt, green tea. Oh my gosh. And then red fruits, Rancio again, white wine, oak, malt, lime, green tea, white pepper for the palate. And this thing's like very complex.
Yes.
And then with a medium finish with oak, malts, white wine again, ending with nutmeg and lime. So is there a chance that this was maybe these barrels maybe were like maybe some type of white wine barrels? Because they're calling out white wine and white grapes so much.
Nope.
You looked it up?
Yep.
Okay.
So, from what I could tell about these particular whiskeys, for this one that I could find, this one is first aged in a bourbon barrel, a used bourbon barrel, and then its second aging goes into a first fill bourbon barrel. So it's kind of double aged on this.
How's the white wine? Like the raisins I get. I'd even get some of the green tea. Obviously oak and malt, cinnamon, yes. But it's this white wine and white grapes.
Let's go in. I mean, the smell's pleasant. It's fruity. It kind of has that wine smell to it.
It does have that wine smell to it. That's interesting. I can smell the grapes. Yeah, maybe some tea, green tea. The malt's there. Cinnamon. I'm not getting the cinnamon, actually.
I think I know what they mean by rancio.
You just tasted it? Oh, you went in. All right.
I did went in. You'll see what I mean. The rancio.
That's interesting.
It's almost like a
bad.
rancid flavor right at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then it breaks into those sweeter notes.
The raisins there. This is interesting. It is complex because that raisins there. The hint of cinnamon.
Yeah.
I almost want to go and get some white grapes and cinnamon and mix them together and see what that tastes like. Because it's not bad.
So now this one is $700 a bottle.
I thought we were saving that one for last.
No. I told you we weren't going to save that one for last.
You did? No.
Yeah.
I said no.
You wanted to save it for last.
I wanted to save it.
No.
We're having program issues.
No.
Here. All right. Oh, we need that sign. Technical difficulty. What do you mean?
Nope. This is the $700 one.
So this is $700 a bottle.
Now, the reason why I wanted to do that is I wanted to compare the cheap one to the really expensive one and see which one we liked better. And then we'll get one that's a little bit less, well, a lot less.
I mean, they're very different.
But
I mean, if you're going from the cheap one to 50 to 700, I mean, they're very different.
But I can, I know what they mean by rancio.
Yeah,
I can smell it.
I feel like I have raisin, if I ate like a handful of raisins, I feel like I have like that raisin sugar. Does that make sense?
I like it, but there's definitely something that, like, as I'm sipping it, my brain's like, I don't want this.
Yes, my brain's telling me something. It's like
I want it, but I don't want it.
There are flavors I'm enjoying. Like I said, I've called out raisin.
It's that initial.
I even said like I want to try grapes with cinnamon suddenly. Maybe that white pepper's there.
I think the white pepper is more of like that.
It's like I feel like I'm almost trying to like it though. That's the problem here. That's what's going on here. I'm trying to like you or you. Not you.
No. To be fair, I didn't tell you the price until after we sipped it and kind of gone through it already.
I still wasn't into it, but I wasn't into it at that point either. That's why I thought it was the $100 one.
Yep. I had a master plan all along.
Interesting. You and your plans. We spent up all night, thought this thing out on paper.
I wrote it all down.
You wrote it all down.
Flipped the script a couple times.
Flipped the script.
But, I mean, like, overall, other than that initial kind of funk, it is a really pleasant whiskey. Like, if you can get rancio, I'm assuming means rancid. And it definitely has the smell. And there's a flavor to it that is that. Like, it tastes off. But then once you get past it, it gets to the
and what I should have
fruits.
done, and we have to get better at something as a show, in my opinion. When we have something like that, it's out of a $700 bottle, you got to remind me, I should bring out the eyedropper for those maybe.
You know, honestly...
and then maybe do it with the eyedropper, get the flavor from that, and then drop a cube in it and see where it goes.
Well, so,
You know
what they say, in general, is that Scotch is actually done with water, not ice. In general.
So we're doing it wrong.
Yeah, but we've already committed to most of this. I actually just read that today.
We're deep into this now. But we could change it up for next time.
Yeah, we can.
I'm okay with
Episode 6 will change it, or part 6 rather. We'll change it.
Yeah, okay. I'm down with that.
But I read that today, and I was like,
which is actually so.
It makes sense.
So speaking of which, that little conversation we had about maybe an upcoming show I was thinking of, I did Google that question. Okay. What I found was a lot of gibberish out there in the world.
Yes.
But a link to a page to a particular type of whiskey that would be, I think, the ideal complement to what I already bought.
Okay.
I think it spans the whiskey horizon, if you will.
Okay.
To do what we want to do.
I dig it.
And it's perfect for summertime.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
All right. Maybe for that episode, we'll pull out the old Snoopy SoCo machine, man.
Speaking of episodes, I'm really looking forward to our next episode on the 26th.
Yes, we may have guests, I think. I don't know.
We have committed people unless they uncommit themselves. But the reason why I'm excited is because one of the guests we've mentioned and has never been on.
Yes.
You know what? That Rancio is gone on the snows.
It's more raisin now. It's more that white. Now I taste that white wine. The ice made the white wine come out, in my opinion.
And it's kind of oily.
There's your oily from the other one. Yeah, it is oily.
It's like right on the side, on my tongue,
Yeah.
A little bit, not a lot, just a little bit.
This is not bad. I don't know if I could walk in somewhere and buy this now for $700 after tasting it. But that could be the case with lots of things. But
you know, that's the weird part, though, is like buying something like this for $700. If that's your flavor and that's what you like, it's gonna be worth it.
I mean, I guess if you have like Rancio,
that was such. I hate when we come across that flavor because I know I'm gonna pull it out and it's just gonna be all it's gonna do is like initially taste like I vomited in my mouth. Like that's what it's gonna taste like. It's just gross. What are you doing? What are you doing over here?
Oh, we did that one already. Okay.
Oh, you're trying to do a comparison.
No, this is curious about something. All right. No, but I mean, I don't dislike it.
No, I don't either. It's just, it's not my
But
favorite.
if I'm comparing it for me to the one we just had, I think I'd rather have the first one. I really would.
I would also prefer the $50 whiskey.
Yeah, I really honestly would, you know. I'm excited that they put a bottle.
But now you understand why I did that the way I did.
But you heard what I said about number 8. You let me think that.
Yeah.
Dick.
Absolutely I did.
Dick. All right, but I'm excited they put this in a and supposedly there's a couple other ones in there that are high end, if you will. And I've enjoyed this tour so far. You know, number 5.
Yeah, I think there's only been 1 or 2 that we were just disappointed by. We finished them, but we were just it was more like the flavor just wasn't there, even neat. It just like you expected something. It was talking about it being really bold, and then you sipped it, and it was like, not really. It just kind of tastes like flavored water. Like there's none of the burn. There's none of the real flavorings. It's just kind of, I don't know. We've had a couple like that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, this is an impressive box, and it's actually taught me a lot about Scotch.
It's opening up a lot more to me that is really good. Speaking of, on Wednesday, we're going to reference this man as the dude.
The dude.
And we all know that the dude is a cool dude. The dude. Because all hail.
The dude abides.
The dude abides. All hail the dude.
Yeah.
So on Wednesday with the dude, he pulled out a little bottle, one of those mini bottles, you know, not this, but like the little, like the 375s, or even maybe a little smaller than that. Like, I think they even have little betweens like that of this really good Scotch. I don't remember if I took a picture of it or not. I don't want to pull my phone out right now, but we sat there and shared it. It was a very nice Scotch, and he's a Scotch guy.
Okay.
So, and it was like, it was a good Scotch. You know, that had to be like out of 100, maybe like a $200 bottle or a $100 bottle.
Yeah.
Like, it was a really good Scotch. I was happy he shared it with me, too, because we both talked about Scotch. It was the first time we had shared
A bottle.
Poured the bottle into the glass, like, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like a hazing or a ritual of men who enjoy Scotch together, and we did. It was nice to do that with the dude. He's a cool dude. I like him, and I'm enjoying what I'm learning from him. And
that's awesome.
But the Scotch he shared was, amazing. It was so good. I was so happy he did that because it made my ride a little bit better home that day.
Yeah,
it's
always enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm listening to all kinds of crazy stuff now. I have time again. You know what I'm saying.
Yes, speaking of listening to things, I've been going back over our old episodes. And one of the ones that I listened today was Scotch, and more Scotch.
Scotch.
We've come a long ways.
Have we? All right,
yeah.
That's good.
Well, just thinking about, like, what we've done.
Yeah.
What we're doing.
Yeah. I think I want to bring back another full-blown rye episode again, too.
Mm-hmm.
A little more high in the rye.
I think I have a rye for us.
High in the rye.
I may or may not. I don't remember.
That's a good name for an episode.
High in rye?
High in the rye. Catcher in the rye. What? Although then isn't that like a conspiracy thing? All the people.
It's also a book.
I read the book.
Yeah.
I had the sudden urge to go kill John Lennon after I read it. It was really crazy. No,
stop trying to take my drinking water. So it's getting dark out here. The camera doesn't show that it's getting dark. Because the camera's good.
It is getting dark. It's getting dark kind of quick, so we got to finish this really quick now.
Well, not finish it quick.
Now.
Text somebody and have lights turned on.
Are you crazy?
Call an electrician. Get the electric company out here.
That electric company you mentioned earlier. Call their support line.
I need a light turned on.
Light bulbs went out again.
Sir, is the switch on? No, that's what I need help with. I'm doing a podcast and I can't reach it right now.
Have the ability to turn on any light.
Send someone over. Stat.
Stat.
Oh my God. But yeah, I've been enjoying going over our old episodes.
That's cool.
It's been a very enjoyable experience listening to where we were and where we've come from. And
actually, I think I need to listen like a couple in the very first beginning and listen to a couple now. And
honestly,
really do that comparison,
dude. Listen to episode 1. I forced myself through. It was awesome. Oh my gosh,
it's so bad,
it was so good. It was so good.
So bad.
For our first time, it was actually pretty dang good. It was our very first time. We did a pretty good job. And then, I have some highlighted episodes, man, where they're fun episodes to listen to.
Yeah. Well, I still think our Halloween one's the best one ever, but
it is in the top. But anytime we have any guests on, Viv was always a fun one when we did the bourbon under 30 or 20. I think it was under 30.
Bourbon under 30, yes.
Yeah. That was a good one. That was a good episode. Hey, get out of here. Come on. What is this? And I say lights, and lights happen. Well, one light happens. He has a burnt-out light bulb. One burnt-out bulb. And Senor Kitty.
You must pay respects when you go past the man.
So now we're on number 8.
Number 8.
Again.
Number 8.
Exactly like the other two. Speyside 5-year. This one's from Tormore. This one is 92 proof. And this one, much like 14, was aged barrel instead of hogshead.
Okay. Let me take us down the nose and palate and taste.
Yeah. So this one is $100. So now this one, the idea would be bring us back to 100. See
where we go back.
Yeah.
Okay. So we will be dealing with a nutty, barley, juicy pear with a whisper of tropical fruit. Sweetness. Sorry. There's this. Okay. And then malted
zestiness.
Now the palate will be malted milk biscuits, fried dough, white pepper, and sawdust.
It's so pleasant. And then wood.
Not even just wood. Granulated wood.
Just cut wood.
It's like
cut wood.
Sawdust. Okay. And then
I love it.
And then the finish is Lysol.
I mean, you're not wrong.
No, that's why I said that. So lemon, salted caramel, and a hint of,
I thought it said leather, and then I reread it.
Is that Heather?
It says Heather.
This is Heather. Okay.
Yeah, we're getting a hint of Heather.
We got Heather and sawdust.
My favorite.
Sounds like a porn star named Heather Sawdust.
Heather Sawdust. She's always in all the lumberjack movies.
Right. Oh, I need my tree cuts. Oh, I'm just lumberjack. Stop.
Stranger danger.
All right. It was funny.
All right. So what's the note again?
You know, it's funny. Somebody said to me, "Oh, is that your safe place?" He was joking with me, and I feel like saying, "Yeah, my safe place is a strip club with some girl who only loves me the most in the world at that very moment in time. That's my safe place."
It was a bad day today.
Somebody told me they love me more than anybody else.
Where's Heather Sawdust?
Where's Heather Sawdust? All right, wait. I gotta go back to.
Yep, I'll read it. I got.
Yeah, I gotta go. I closed
Nutty
the
barley and juicy pear with a whisper of tropical fruit zestiness.
Zestiness. Zaniness.
Zaniness. Wow.
It actually smells pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not getting the nutty barley, but I'm definitely getting.
There's a little bit of that zesty. I guess that would be spice.
Yeah, and the fruitiness. So that's that juicy pear. You know, those David.
It's nice though.
Ever have those David and Harry pears? They're juicy. They're really fragrant with flavor. I just said that. Right. Oh my god.
Yes, you did. All right.
Gotta let this.
Let the people know about the sawdust.
Okay, so we're going now. Let's do that palate one more time. All right, we're gonna say it out loud because we actually have very descriptive words here. Malted milk biscuits, fried dough, white pepper, and sawdust. Come on, sawdust.
That's actually pretty good.
That's actually delicious.
That's actually really good.
You know, it's funny. When you said sawdust, all I can think of is that bar in New York City of McSorley's where like people throw up, they throw sawdust. That's all. When you said that,
This is really good.
this is really good. Something else is flat, and something that's why I just got
Lemon, salted caramel, and a hint of heather.
This is amazing. And you were able to find this. This is $100 a bottle. This is well worth it. Wow. I don't know about that sawdust stuff, but this is really tasty.
So, I guess to describe to everybody, so this one, again, kind of like the
That finish is so
the
good.
first one. It, like the flavor is kind of like at a weird gap, and then suddenly it hits, and then it's all the flavors kind of come at you, and then your mouth is watering, and then the finish is really nice. It's like a sweet lemon. And it is a bit salt. I'll give them that. It's a bit salty. I'm assuming that's the salted caramel stuff, right? And then it is a little bit floral, right? That's the hint of heather.
The hint of heather. Yeah,
but it's really like this is really freaking good, and the finish is pretty dang long. Like it's still going.
It's still going for me. Like I'm enjoying this. Like this once again, great with a cigar. I would not use the cigaretto with this one. I would definitely up the game a little bit, jump to a more fuller bodier cigar.
Yeah, more robust.
And for us, a full body cigar for us is more like a mild to medium.
Yeah.
But when you do the cigarettos, they're really mild. So that's why I'm saying that for us. But this is delicious. I may go seek a bottle of this out, actually.
Yeah.
That's how much I like this.
This one was a little bit hard to find, and what I could find on it online, it was referring to it as the Tormore Glenlivet 5-year.
That's the one you were talking about.
And it was a very, very interesting bottle design.
Not okay.
Like, but the thing is like it's very well known. Like it was very easy. Like when you typed it in, it threw everything, and it was very clear that it was the Tormore Glenlivet 5-year. Like that's what it was
calling
for
$100 a bottle.
$100 a bottle. Okay. It could go up as much as $200, but that was on on those really expensive overpriced sites.
Yeah.
For the most part, it was around like $99.
I'm going to say this is out of the gate my favorite one for out of the night. This is amazing.
Yeah, it's all the good things.
All the good things in life came out on this one.
It's like all the good stuff of number 14, minus the vomit. And then it's all of the nice stuff about 16, but with the increased price, right? So the finish lasts a really, really long time, and it's very nice and fruity and floral.
I don't know if I even want to put ice in this. I think I just want to keep enjoying this neat. This is amazing. But the people demand these things, don't they?
They do.
Yeah. And once again, a shout out to our listeners out in Iceland.
Iceland, yeah.
The
hopefully they're staying safe out there.
Yeah, the volcano's still going on a little bit.
It keeps going. It keeps slowing down, and then blowing stuff up again. You know.
Yeah. Next thing you know, they'll be the biggest continent in the country, in the world. I mean, the country.
in the country, the biggest continent in its own country.
Okay, I'm sorry, people.
Got them.
Sorry, people.
It's going to connect to Greenland.
Tired, yeah.
It's going to eventually connect to Greenland, and then it'll just be one massive super island.
But see, what if it does connect to Greenland? Then no one's going to take them seriously.
That's true.
Yeah.
Then like all of the ice shelves will just move across the bridge over to Iceland, and then Iceland will actually be made of ice.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. That's funny. Shh. Dogs are barking.
My dogs are barking. But no, I really like this one. I really, really, really like this one. And honestly, I would say if I was just going to buy one, 16 all day. It's $50.
Oh, yeah, all day long. Yes, agreed.
Right? And it's so good for that price. Why not?
If you're a avid,
if
you're an avid Scotch drinker, yes, this could become the first one could become that $50 could become your everyday Scotch.
Yeah,
easily with no problem.
Yeah.
This one you don't drink every day.
No, but it's like if you find the bottle and you're like, this is the bottle that I want to have, and like I want Scotch tonight. Ooh, they're like going nuts.
We'll throw some tomatoes at them. We got cherry tomatoes. Maybe
the dogs are going crazy.
Maybe just sting them, you know.
Come on, get out.
So one of the things that's me being an adult, you know, I bought a truck, everybody.
You did.
And I've never owned a truck before. I've always
hilarious.
owned cars. I don't even look right pulling up, do I? Because you know me.
It's
different.
It's less about you pulling up, and it's more about just like you're driving it.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable yet.
So Mike D came to visit me. So we were talking about stuff. We had to talk about stuff, and like he backs. Now I do have a complicated driveway. I will say that right now. It's not super simple to get around. You're like dodging trees.
It doesn't make any sense.
And like a brick wall.
It doesn't make any sense why it's a driveway.
But now. I've been living there for a minute, and it's very easy for me to kind of like whip around and like get in there. In your old car, it took you a couple times, and then you were able to just kind of like, I
got it. I had it. I was like,
in your truck, you almost backed into another car.
I know. I know.
And you were like still going, and I was like, no, and then you'd like.
But my alarms were going off. Dude, I got sensors now.
He kept getting closer. I was like, no, just pull forward and then readjust. And then you readjusted and went right back to the same spot. I was like, bro, what is going on? I was like, aim for my trash can.
So what's throwing me off too is, it has that rear camera now, right? So like,
which makes life easier.
Well, it does, but like. It's weird not to look backwards when going backwards. So I'm not comfortable yet. I'm forcing myself to get better at it. Like I am.
I love it so much.
But but like the other thing too is like I've always had the low.
Either
sedan or even like my Eclipse back in the day. I had my
you were trying to do Fast and the Furious.
Oh yeah, man, absolutely. We're fat.
The fat and the angry. The fat and the mildly upset.
Like fat, mild tempered.
Fat and mildly inconvenienced.
But yes. So I'm still whipping it out of things, and like the truck, the radius is completely different. I can't talk.
I'm still thinking about names.
I'm trying to bring us back here.
I just got to finish laughing it out. It's fine. Yeah. Everything's good. Everything's okay. Yeah. Just need a sip of Heather over here. 1 second.
Gotta bring all Heather in this.
Speaking of, the flavor is really good right now.
The spice came out more. Oh wait, my page is flipped. The spices came out more.
For me, lemon. Lemon's
that
huge
white pepper is white pepper. White pepper does have that dryness to it. That is dead white pepper. Like wow, I'm impressed with this one. by far, maybe one of the best ones out of this box so far, in my opinion. I'm gonna throw it out. I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm saying it.
That's a bold claim.
I'm saying it.
You
Anybody
know,
out there has this box? You say number
what that
8.
means is you need to find a bottle of it, and then we need to finish the bottle and then determine.
The whole bottle one night.
Yeah, we have to figure it out. You know, science.
Science.
We got to do it for science. We'll make some Rob Roy's with it. You know.
Have I ever made you Rob Roy?
No. Why is there so much banging and like dog barks? It's crazy over here.
The squirrels were a little active today, man. They were a little frisky, maybe because of the weather. They were out running around when I came home.
Yeah, it's been a nice day.
Although it was funny, they were actually on the grounds, if you will. And my dog was out there. She was just sitting there, man. She didn't bother them.
Really?
I was in shock. Huh. And my Chihuahua is feeling better.
She looks like she's feeling better.
She was sick for about a week and a half, man.
The
When we
Chihuahua
came
is
back
back.
from that trip, there was something off with her eating, and then like it was like weird. I think she ate some raccoon poop.
Yeah.
And it was like a parasite. We just had to get it through her.
Yeah.
It was weird. Like she didn't eat. She had no energy, but she would sometimes perk up and play a little bit.
You know, she's been on the struggle bus for the last 6 weeks
telling you,
because
man.
the last 3 episodes you have mentioned something about Zoe.
What's going on?
She had the donut.
She had a donut
Because of the exploded pad.
Yes.
And then what else did she do? Right after the donut, she did something else and she had to wear the donut again.
Oh, yes. She had a rash.
Yeah.
She got a rash from the grass.
Yep.
And wet,
From your spraying the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
I poisoned her with
yes. And then she decided to not eat.
For about a week and a half, barely ate, no energy. I felt
And now
so
she's
bad.
finally better after
Yes.
like 8 weeks.
Yeah, I think so.
It's been like 8 weeks. Yeah. That's crazy. That's 2 months of her suffering through whatever happens to her.
Oh, well, I mean, for the last week and a half, that dog's been like, at night, I don't leave her alone.
Yeah, I like Zoe. She's a good dog.
She's a good dog. I mean,
She's
for
a
a
good
Chihuahua,
dog.
I mean,
she's the angriest of Chihuahuas, but when she likes you, she loves you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyways, enough about the Chihuahua.
But I think we got to start ending our evening.
Yeah,
I'm ready for a cigar, actually.
I'm ready for a cigar. I'm ready for some snackage. So, that being said, thank you all for stopping by to listen to part 5 of the Scotch in the Box. Make sure you head over to our Instagram. Make sure that you subscribe. Head over to our YouTube if you'd like to actually see our goofy asses actually doing this, right?
Buy some merchandise.
If you'd like. Make sure you check out our TikTok. We post shorts and all that stuff there pretty frequently. And then also head over to foxcigar.com because if we've been talking about cigars, we get a lot of our cigars from Fox Cigar because
majority,
they're
99.9%.
awesome.
Yeah.
And our boy Rob, if you watch that episode, the Purple Top episode, he builds all the kits.
Yep.
Shipping anywhere in the United States, $25 gets you it free.
Yep.
They have a ton of selection on ashtrays, lighters, blah, 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 like so much stuff. It's kind of ridiculous.
Everything.
And the shipping is ridiculously fast.
Yes. I live in Florida.
Yeah.
I get in 2 days.
And this is from Arizona to
And it's from Arizona.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy fast. But we appreciate you all stopping by.
Buy our merchandise. Get a T-shirt.
Check out our shop. And
More stories to come about me being an adult.
yeah, same.
Yeah,
right.
you're an adult too now. Oh my
So
gosh.
cheers, everybody.
You are an adult now. Wow.
Cheers,
Think about that.
everybody.
All right,
Have yourself a good evening.
Good night.